Reality. Reality receipts.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Reality Receipts podcast starring me, Storytime with Ricky.
And me, Reality Ashley. We're back to talk about some Real Housewives. And how was your weekend? Because it's Sunday, so did you have a good weekend?
I did. Went to a little networking marketing event on Friday for my friend. She's an entertainment lawyer, so we went and did that. And then yesterday, I just relaxed at home all day and caught up on shows so that we could talk about it. How was your weekend?
It was good. I went out with some friends on Friday night, went to a little, well, it's not a club. It's like a place that has live music. So more of like a bar, I guess you would say. But something really weird happened to me. You tell me what you think about this, okay? So I went to the bathroom, as we do as girls, and I was, going to the bathroom. I had a romper on, which was a whole situation. You have to like take
Yeah.
everything So when I was putting everything back into my bag, like my phone and zipping up, my lip gloss fell out of my bag and it hit the floor. And it started rolling, and this little like raccoon paw came out from under the stall next to me and snatched up my lip gloss, like came under to my side and grabbed it. And I was like, what the hell? And so I came out of the stall and literally stood there till the girl came out. And she came out like nothing happened. And I was like, my lip gloss? And she's like, oh, I thought it was mine. Sorry. And she like went through her bag and dug it out for me. Do you think she thought it was hers, or is that weird?
No, why would you? No, first of all, when you said raccoon paw, I thought you meant an actual raccoon. I was like, damn. But
A person with her
like,
little.
did you think that I wasn't gonna see you grab my lip gloss? Like,
Right?
Also, why would you want a stranger's lip gloss? That's so gross and unsanitary. Like,
that's the part that totally grossed me out. I'm like, is this what we're doing now? We're just stealing other people's lip gloss? Because I don't even really like sharing with my friends, but I'm like, okay, I will. But a stranger, like, and it's like, I have it here. It's like a very, like, I don't know, just very specific tube that you would know if it was yours or not, right? So,
but
very
what?
odd.
Well, maybe you know what? Maybe she was really, really drunk.
Yes, I think
Let's
so.
just give her that maybe she was really, really drunk, that you thought that your lip gloss fell out in the stall next to you. That's how drunk you are. That you thought that you were over there and dropped it.
That was the weird part, right? Because I'm like, if it rolled under to like her side, I could see it, right? Then I'd be like, oh, damn, it's gone forever. Like I wouldn't have even noticed her pick it up. But no, her hand came under my side, which was so odd. So anyway, I had to get your thoughts on that because I'm like, are we this hard up that we're stealing people's $7 lip gloss at the bar? So
Yes.
I'm like,
She was drunk. She had to be drunk. There's
yeah.
no other explanation like that. You would just stick your hand out and grab somebody else's shit. Oh my God, you're a kid.
I know.
Drink
So
some
now,
fucking water if you're that drunk. You need some bread and some water.
yes. I mean, she was having a good time. And girls' bathrooms at the bars are usually like the best time ever. And if someone wanted to borrow something, I would be like, sure. But yeah, that was the first time I've seen someone just straight up snatch it. So,
That's
so yeah,
weird.
next time I go to
Very
the bathroom, yeah, make sure none of your stuff rolls out because people are stealing out here. So,
But
yeah.
the fact that she like dug through her bag is like, oh, sorry, I thought it was mine. Like,
That's the thing. I'm like, if she really didn't know what happened, then I would think she wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. It was just weird that she was like, oh, yeah, I thought it was mine. Where I would be like, what are you talking about? What lip gloss? But I guess she, wasn't thinking, as most people at the bar are not thinking. So
right.
it
Okay.
happens. It happens.
That's
So
strange. That's a good story.
yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, it was my entertaining story of the night. So, should we get into our receipt report today? We got a little something about Brittany. So, did you see this?
Yes. I was really
Brittany.
confused when I first saw it. I didn't know what I was seeing, but yeah, I saw it. So why don't you tell the people the tea on
The
Brittany from
tea.
the Valley?
Yes, we're talking about Brittany from the Valley, Brittany from Vanderpump, Brittany Cartwright. It's come out in the last week that she has a new man, which when we interviewed Zach back in, what was that, maybe 2 months ago?
Mhm.
He was talking about her man, Will, that musician, and then I guess they broke up, and now she has this new man, so it's gotta be fairly new, I would think, in the last couple months, obviously, but
Right.
apparently his wife put him on blast on TikTok saying he's still married, separated, 7 months separated. He has a baby that's about to be 1, I think, in a couple of days, so pretty
Mhm.
young baby, but, I mean, technically, Brittany is also separated, still married, so what's you think that's technically not doing anything wrong, right?
It's just,
Technically?
to me, always a red flag when I mean, separated, still married is one thing.
Mhm.
If you guys are living in separate households and you guys are genuinely separated, but it's always a red flag to me when somebody has a brand new baby, like
Yeah. Yeah, very hard, like, obviously, we don't know the details of the separation and whose idea it was and all of that, but yeah, if you're they would have had a 4-month-old baby when this happened. So anyone who has kids knows that this is a very tumultuous time as it is. Probably not the time to be making choices about your marriage, and you would think maybe he would just like be more supportive because the comments from friends of hers obviously were kind of like, oh, he's never been shit, and like not great
yeah,
comments, which they're her
yeah,
friends. So, of course, they probably don't like him, but yeah, you'd think new baby separated, you might have different priorities, but it
yeah,
might be like a Brittany Jack situation. We don't know the details, so we don't know
yeah.
who is in the wrong in their separation. So yeah, just not,
Probably him. It's always the man.
like I don't know. We just need Brittany to pick a decent guy. And even if this guy is decent, there's some flags going on here. So, but she definitely
Yeah, and I
has
don't
a
know
type.
that Britney's in a space to, like I don't know that she's even in a space to seriously date. It seems like maybe she's just looking for fun right now, and that's
Mhm.
why maybe she's kinda picking shit guys. I don't know.
Yeah, I think she just has always had a bad picker, clearly. I don't know what happened with the other guy, the musician, but yeah, I don't know if she knows how to pick a good person because she married Jax, right? And all the
Yeah,
flags were there, and she didn't let that stop her from getting her
yeah,
dream day. So
yeah.
I know yeah, we want to see her probably just be single for a while, right? That would
Yeah,
be
for sure.
the best. But I guess you also got to get some love in your life too. So who
Right.
knows? I'm sure he's going to be on the valley, so we'll see what happens. Because there's been some filming notices going up around the valley, so keep your eyes peeled for
Okay.
it's your area, I know. So
Yeah, that is, yeah. So,
I kind of love that they're probably going to be filming over Halloween this time, so we're not going to miss the Halloween stuff. Because
yeah.
there
Oh,
was
yeah.
there was a whole plot line last time when we didn't even see the damn party. So at least
Right.
it'll be on camera this time, and hopefully Danny
Doesn't
behaves
go. I wouldn't
himself.
even go.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't heard any casting things about that show, and I don't know, do you think all of them are back? Janet?
I think Janet had a really big storyline this season, so for sure she's
Yeah.
gonna be back.
Yeah,
So
they kinda need her. At this point, it's like, she's already the villain, why not just keep it going? Because
yeah,
it can't
ride
get
it
any
out. You might
worse.
as well ride the wave. So
Mhm. I agree. So, any other receipt reports? Um, Love is Blind UK has been a little quiet. They're obviously a little bit more polite over there, I guess less
I think
online
Devin
drama.
actually people keep sending me an interview that he did. Like I think he hopped on Little Black Book's YouTube channel. I didn't watch the
Oh,
interview, but people keep sending it to me. And
okay.
what people like just the captions that people are saying, but because I haven't watched it, I don't really wanna speak on it, but that I just know I seen a clip of him saying that his other connection was actually Megan, like, up until the
Oh,
end, it was between Megan and Katisha,
interesting.
um, and something about him not knowing that he was going on Love Is Blind UK, I think he had signed up for another dating show, I think, that's what somebody had said.
Oh,
So I need to watch the interview myself, because I know he has been,
okay.
like, publicly speaking up, like, trying to defend himself, basically, so
Yeah, I've definitely seen him in a lot of the comment sections saying the truth is coming, just wait, and like the reunion, he's gonna spill it all. But yeah, I think we're like I don't know what he could possibly spill that's gonna make him look better at this point.
Yeah, I think he's, like, trying to I did see, like, Yolanda in a comment, and she was like, "What? Like, me?" Like, question mark, and he was like, "You don't believe the cap," or something like that, like, Javen responded and was like, "You don't believe the cap," and
Mhm.
but I'm like, "What the hell was y'all doing in the photo booth?" Like, just that's all the people wanna know, like
Yeah,
and
like,
Sophie's been
no.
really quiet, she hasn't said a single thing, so
Yeah, she has been very quiet. I saw Billy was defending Javin in a comment section too, so I'm like, that's not really giving married to Ashley if he's defending him, but who knows? Maybe they're just not
yeah.
really friends with the other ladies, but yeah, he was up there sticking up for his boy, so it's gonna be a good reunion. I can't believe it's all ending this week, but we
It's crazy.
will.
The
If
week
you are a Love Is Blind fan, we have our recaps out, and we'll be covering the weddings and the reunion this week. So,
right.
and the Love Island USA reunion. It's a big week. There's a lot
It's a
going on
big
this week.
a
So,
lot going on. Yeah.
but should we get to what we came here for, which is our Bravo Day? Start with Real Housewives of Orange County.
Yeah, let's start
All
there.
right. Season 19, episode 7. I am enjoying the storyline, everything that's going on. I know, like, I've seen some content creators talk about how they don't like seeing fellow content creators on these shows, which I think is silly, just gives a little bit of jealousy because I love it. I think it's so cool
Yeah.
seeing like a fellow, Kiki has a radio show like with Dorinda, so I'm not gonna like put her on our level. She's probably a little bit more of a technical journalist and we're more like podcasters, I guess. But
Yeah.
she's a fellow Bravo page lover, whatever you want to call them. There's a lot of
Mhm.
controversy about what we're calling these people now because
Mhm.
blogger, no one has a blog, so why do they keep using the word blogger? I have no idea, but
Yeah.
that's a very outdated term. Like
Sure.
the housewives themselves used to have blogs. Did you know about that? They used to write, yeah, after every episode they had to write a blog post about like everything that went down. And so now it's like we've all just taken over on doing this part for them. So I just think it's silly when people don't like seeing them because we've always seen housewives like talk to the press and that starts drama on the shows.
Right.
Page 6 used to be like a character basically on the old Roni. So it's not a
Yeah.
new thing. So
Yeah.
it doesn't bother me. Do you like it or you don't really care either
I
way?
mean, I think it's really cool.
Mm,
I think you said, like, it's cool to see it,
yeah.
like, because I think it's just how like, you see how far and how important your reach is, I think,
Hmm.
like, when we were watching Real Housewives of the Mormon wives or whatever
Oh,
when we
yeah.
were doing that one, and, like, they were literally taking content creators' clips and their recaps and their news reporting, and it was featured on the show. So I
Yeah.
think it is really cool to see, and it really shows the reach of what we're doing. So
Yeah. And I think sometimes people think like, oh, but they're biased. But I would say what we do is far less biased than like legacy media because we really don't have any reason but to say the truth because we want people to trust us. Whereas bigger public figures use these like big magazines like People and whoever to spin stories in a certain way. And it doesn't mean they're very credible. They're not lying, but they have connections and they have reasons to say certain things. And I think
yeah,
we learned that mostly with the whole Tyler and Ashley on Love is Blind. Like People magazine, they would not post anything negative about Tyler because they have a connection with the production company.
yep,
They get all the first wedding pictures, they get all the first interviews. And so in turn, they didn't share any of the real stuff going on. Whereas we don't
yeah,
have that bias. We're like, we're gonna share the truth if we still get to do interviews and stuff, great, but we're just here to say our opinions and say the truth of what's going on. We don't have a
right,
reason to hide things so that we can get certain things. So
right,
I think
exactly.
they're more credible at times than
Yeah,
anyone else.
for sure.
Not everybody, of course. There's definitely people you can't trust, but you learn quickly who you can and who you can't trust. So
Right,
I like
absolutely.
seeing Kiki on there. I think it's cool. So
I think it's cool too. Yeah.
yeah. So the start of the episode was Tamara's gone. They're all chatting about that and they're heading off on is it alligator or crocodile? Or are those the same? I couldn't
They're
remember what they
basically
called them.
the
Are
same
they the
thing.
same?
I think they called them crocodiles.
Okay.
Crocodiles are
I'm like,
bigger, alligators, I don't know, they're essentially the same thing, but yeah.
okay.
They've
I
been
know
in
in
New
our
Orleans for a really long time.
I was gonna say People are gonna be mad that we don't know the difference. People were mad last time because I didn't know where Zanzibar was.
Okay, people are mad at everything, and you can't satisfy everyone. Like, we're not freaking with
I
zoologists, okay? Like, so we don't. There's a
I was
difference, and we don't know which ones. There's a difference between an alligator and a crocodile, and we don't know the difference because we
and for
don't remember
geography,
what they said.
I will say I know my countries. I know a lot of geography. As someone that lives in Canada, when I say like a town in Canada, I can't even say the town I live in because no one knows. I say Vancouver, and people are still a little bit like, where? So they just think it's Canada, right? So they can't really come for us too hard because I think, we're not geography
Alligators and
experts, but
crocodiles, both crocodilians, are distinguished by their snout shape, with alligators having a broad U-shaped snout and crocodiles a narrow V-shaped one. Other key differences include their teeth visibility, habitat. Okay, alligators prefer fresh water, crocodiles can live in salt water.
okay. So does it
They
say
were
anything about?
probably they were probably gators.
I was
Alligators
gonna
are
say,
darker, crocodiles are lighter. And temperament. Alligators are more docile, crocodiles are more aggressive. So I think they were
okay,
gator.
yeah. Well, I was gonna say I think gators makes way more sense. Florida gators. Wait, they weren't in Florida. I was thinking of this isn't one of the shows we're watching in Miami. Oh yeah, Beyond the Villa. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
different show went to Miami, but yeah,
Yeah.
I just was wondering which region. Are they all in the USA? Or well, anyway, this isn't a zoo lesson. We'll
This
look
is
it up
a
after.
zoo lesson. So if you're upset that we don't know the difference between an alligator and a crocodile, I'm gonna need you to get a life. Okay.
We will brush up on our reptiles before next episode. But anyways, they're off
Mhm.
seeing, let's say alligators. We'll go with alligators.
Yeah.
What did you okay, Shannon, love Shannon. She looked a little rough when they got up. A little hungover,
Mhm.
which we all get that way sometimes. That was me yesterday, but the whole plot point last season was Shannon has a drinking problem, right? There was a couple times where she was super hungover last season or maybe that was this season when they went to that when they were doing like yoga in the grass and stuff. Maybe that was last season. But yeah, she looks, I don't know. It just doesn't look like she has her life together, And I want her to. We all want like such better things for her. Like with Brittany,
Yeah.
right? We want her to get her life together, but
Right.
when she said she had an anxiety attack. And so anyone that drinks alcohol, like, it exacerbates anxiety so bad. So I
Wow.
always find it interesting when people say they had an anxiety attack, but then they have it. That's why they call it hangxiety, right? Like a hangover will make
Yeah.
it so bad. So I think she was having a little bit of like hangxiety because she couldn't
Okay.
get her lashes on, she couldn't get in the car, like it was a
She was
lot. So
flustered. She was flustered. I was very, really taken aback though by Gina's response because it was like, yeah, you have this fear of water, but I feel like, she came in, she apologized. She apologized
mhm.
for being late. I don't think there was a reason that she blew it out of proportion, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah. I
so,
think she was just stressed about the boat ride because this has been like an ongoing theme, like they showed. And yeah, when you're like stressed like that, sometimes you just can't. I think Shannon makes a lot of these things about her. And I
mm,
think we're starting to learn. They really hit it last season, but it's coming out more this season of what's going on behind the scenes always with Shannon, like with these meltdowns and yelling and getting mad at the
yeah,
crew because she's
yeah,
in a little bit of disarray. So it was probably
okay,
just a moment where they were like, there's so much going on. Like Gina said, everyone is just, there's so much happening with everyone. It's just too much. Like, let's
yeah,
just do this boat ride without any more drama. So,
right, right.
yeah. So, like, now what? I hate not having the pause button. It drives me nuts. What's the
Oh,
time?
okay, that was at 18, like 18:40 something.
Okay. So they went to Bourbon House for some oysters. You like oysters? Will you eat them?
I actually don't. I'll eat them. I won't, like, go to a restaurant and order them. Fried
Hmm.
oysters are really, really good. I had them one time at a steakhouse, but oysters are not like, if there are some, the table orders them, I'll eat one, but,
Yeah.
like, it's not something I would order on my own, no.
Yeah,
What
that's
about you?
where I'm at too. Like, I'll eat one. They always sound like a good idea. Like, sometimes you go to like a party and they have like, you do the shots with the vodka or the hot sauce or whatever they do.
Mhm,
And I'm like,
mhm.
yeah, like I like oysters. And then you do one or two and you're like, okay, I'm done. I can't. They're just so slimy and slippery. And yeah, I
Yeah,
couldn't eat like a whole plate full. People that
yeah,
do that is impressive. So
yeah. People really like them. They really like the taste. I
I
feel like they're
love
one of
them.
those things where it's like you just have them to to try it. But that's it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And Gina almost choked on one. So it was
Literally, and
crazy.
they did not care. They were
No.
literally just carrying on with their conversation. That was
Yeah.
so funny to me. I was like, "What is going on?" Like,
I know, I don't even know what Heather and Emily were fighting about. Heather is very, like, type A, which is funny because 'cause they're both Capricorns, if you know that stuff, and I feel like Heather is such a Capricorn and Emily is not really, so it's funny because 'cause they're
mhm.
always, like, picking at each other like that, so then they show Tamara at therapy, so what did you think about her? Like, she's obviously having a very hard time, which I
I knew
understand.
she was on something. I knew she
Mhm,
was on something. You could tell she was on something. So
yeah.
I'm like that came out. Um, I don't know. I think I'm like, girl, I thought you quit. What are you doing on this episode? No, I don't know. I just think like I don't know. I think she like probably because she doesn't remember much, she didn't know that, like, the reason everybody came at her was because you
Mhm,
were tripping, like, you was in there talking a whole lot of shit, you know? So,
mhm,
maybe she doesn't have the best recollection of how the night went, so she's playing victim.
yeah.
Um, I don't
Yeah,
know.
the Xanax makes a lot of sense for sure
Yeah.
and explains a lot. But yeah, I understand she's having a hard time, but they're still trying to get to the bottom. Like obviously she brought up this whole Gretchen thing and so they had to talk about it. But I understand her being upset that people aren't believing her because I didn't understand when at some point I think Gretchen was like, who am I gonna believe? Like Tamara or Katie? But Gina called and confirmed the story too. So it's not really just Tamara saying it. She brought it to the group, but it's coming from someone else, like the Kiki and there's another journalist they haven't named, but other
Yeah.
people have confirmed it. So I could understand Gretchen being weary if only Tamara said it, but it's obviously coming from a lot of sources at this
But
point.
it's obvious now that the reason that Gretchen is being so this way about it is because she actually did say it. And the
Yeah.
story is that Katie completely made it up, right? Like that
Hmm.
Gretchen didn't say it and that Katie just pulled this out of her ass. But I think the reason why Gretchen is trying to not put so much pressure on it or be like, "Oh, I believe Katie," and whatever is because she knows that if she throws Katie under the bus, Katie's
Hmm.
gonna come out and say, "Well, bitch, you did tell me this," which is now
Yeah.
what we see happening towards the end of the episode. Like, of course, Gretchen is just gonna take Katie's side because if she doesn't take Katie's side,
Mhm.
she gets the shit end of the stick, you know? But I think that acting like Tamara's just lying and like she's just this liar manipulator, that wasn't the right route to go
Yeah.
because now people are digging into it and trying to figure out the truth, you know?
Yeah, like, I am frustrated with Katie and why when this all came out at the last dinner, Katie should have just been honest right then and there and said, "Yes, Gretchen, you did tell me," and Jen, put them all on the spot in front of everybody,
Katie's a
and
liar, though. Katie is a fucking liar, and I
yeah.
don't know why she keeps lying. Like, she lies
Mhm.
and then gets herself into deeper lies, and, like, she'll literally look right at the camera and be like, "I didn't say this." So
Mhm.
now we have 2 different situations here because we still have, okay, Katie didn't make it up. That doesn't put you in the clear. Why did you go tell Kiki? That's the problem,
Yeah.
right? Like, you didn't make it up, great. That doesn't save you said that you didn't say it. You said that you didn't or maybe I don't know, she may have I need to go back and watch because maybe she said, "I didn't make up this rumor." So if she's saying that with, like, full
Mhm.
confidence, then that would technically
I think
she's right,
no,
you
I think
know?
she's saying I didn't tell Kiki because remember they were all like, "Call her then," and she was like, "No, I can't, she's just gonna lie." I'm like, yeah, that's when I was like, when again, she wouldn't just call the person and say, "Why are you lying about me?" That's how you know she's lying because she knows if she calls them, the whole story is gonna come out
She's
on
gonna be like,
camera.
"Well, girl, you did tell
Yeah.
me that." Like, you know what I mean? Like, you actually did say it, you
Mhm.
know? So But again, we have 2 problems. Gretchen, the fact that you said this at
Mhm,
apparently a dinner table full of people,
mhm.
and another problem with Katie, you leaked it to the media. So, Katie,
Well,
you're
yeah.
still in the fucking wrong.
Totally, that's what I was thinking. Because at the end when Katie's like, "Well, am I still protecting Gretchen or not?" But it's like, how were you ever protecting her when you went to Kiki with this story? Like, if Gretchen told you this story at dinner with Jen, and these are, like, 2 other cast members, it's not like a big public thing, right? It's a friend's dinner. So, did she tell you and sort of, like, hint, like, "Go get this story out," or did she tell you and say, like, "Don't tell anyone, this is just for us to know"? Because
Yeah.
yeah, Katie telling Kiki is like, it's gonna get out. She does like what we do, and you hear these stories, you wanna put it out there. That's the whole point of someone telling you. So, did Katie come up with that on her own, or did Gretchen sort of say, like, "Put this out there," you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then what's Jen's role in all of it? Because you do see her like slowly starting to kind of, well, if Gretchen did say this, why did Katie go then tell Kiki? You know what
Mhm.
I mean? It's
And she knew she said it because she was at the same dinner, so it's sort of
yeah,
awkward to watch Katie and Jen and Gretchen and all of them lie, like, right to the camera with straight faces, and they're not
with
very
straight
good at it.
faces. And they're not
Uh-huh.
very good at it. My question was, is what was this with Slade called? Who did
Katie's
Slade
husband.
call and say, "Don't" basically, "Don't tell the truth, lie"?
Yeah, Kate Slade called Katie's husband. So, yeah, I wonder, like, this dinner back in the fall, I'm not sure if that happened before Gretchen was asked to come back or after, because part of me now, this has always been something that people have come at Bravo for, was this whole naked wasted night and how inappropriate
Mhm.
it was, right? And I almost feel like they either brought Gretchen back on to finally put this to bed and say, like, nothing illegal happened, or they knew, like, that she was lying out there and putting these stories out there, and so they're like, "We're gonna get her back on the show and confront her with it and get her to admit it didn't happen," which is
Mhm.
clearly what's going on, because if Gretchen really does feel this happened, why not just say on in front of everyone then, "Yeah, like, I went to the hospital the next morning, they said I had drugs in my system. That happened." So, why is she
Yeah,
acting like
I
she
think
didn't
we
say
see
it?
Gretchen lying too, right? Like, we see her tell the camera, "No, I didn't go to the hospital. I should have gone to the hospital," but then we see the scene of her in the truck where she's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I did go to the hospital. I did tell her that I went to the hospital." So it's like,
Mhm.
if you gonna lie, at least keep your story straight. Like, I'm so confused.
Well, it really comes down to a problem that is going on with a lot of people that are on these shows, where as soon as they're off the show and they're fired or whatever it is, they're not asked back. They obviously feel hurt, they feel discarded, and then they start to look back on what happened on the show and what did I find actually wasn't maybe appropriate. And then some of them even start filing lawsuits, right? And so I kind of feel like that was where Gretchen was at when people started really bringing this naked wasted thing up again, and like
Yeah,
maybe I should have sued for it. And so they're like, okay, come back on the show. And so all of a sudden, when you're asked back or you're a part of it again, you're like, no, it was fine. I wasn't drugged. Like, they just want to be a part of the world again so badly, right? And so
right.
it's hard to, like, what happened that night was not appropriate, but I don't think that Tamara actually drugged her. So we
Yeah.
need some more receipts on that. Like, if she actually went to the hospital, obviously, and they said
She's
she was
saying
drugged,
she
there's a
did,
receipt on that.
though, like,
So,
she's saying she didn't, and then now she's saying that she did, and it's like, if you're gonna try it, it sounds like to me like you're just kinda trying to say that there were drugs in your system to excuse what happened because it
mhm.
was inappropriate, but it's just like you said, the stories are so different. Did you go or did you not? Because you're saying
Yeah.
you didn't go, and then you're saying you did go, so which one is it?
Well, and the interesting thing is, we all know from what happened in like the press and stuff that Katie doesn't go on the cast trip. She's filming all the after shows by herself, and she's like not allowed around the cast. So I don't know what if that has to do with this story or if there's more coming, but I might, like, if she's going to Kiki and other people, like journalists, saying that one of the cast members was drugged and it's not true, then obviously that's not good. So I don't know if she's in trouble with Bravo or if it's the cast. I don't know, but it's going to
Right.
get a lot worse for Katie, I think.
Yeah. Well, she ain't been doing nothing but lying this whole
No.
season, so
I know. I know. I don't know how she got herself into so much trouble because it's only her second season. So it seems like there was a lot going on off screen between seasons, or she was trying to get some mess going and she just went a little too hard. So there was
you
actually,
got your mess, girl. You got what you freaking wanted, so
yeah, there was a guy that did a podcast. I shared the clip. I don't know if you saw it, but he like was talking about Katie and how he Katie asked him to like be her publicist, and she said she was like on the Golf Channel, but she never was on the Golf Channel. I think his name is Amir Yas. I don't know if that's his real name, but
oh,
yeah, like I'm not sure what his podcast is called, but anyway, he had a whole clip about Katie and just a lot of the lies that she said and a lot of the things. Like I think this is something that happens with her, not just on the show. Like she just
okay.
lies a lot. So I I don't know what's gonna happen with her, if she's gonna come back, if she's not even allowed on the trip. Maybe it's because of the recording, maybe Shannon's gonna sue her, I have no idea, because 'cause you're not allowed to
Right.
record someone without their knowledge, right?
Right, yeah, you're not. So,
So, I don't know. I'm
yeah,
not sure,
I
but
know. But it was a good episode, it really was.
yeah, I think this is a lot of drama going on. I'm glad that Tamara's getting some vindication. Obviously, we're Tamara fans because we like the mess and the drama she brings, but she's not a liar, like, she's not doing a lot of these things Katie's doing and Gretchen's
Right,
doing, so, she can't. I don't know why she's always made to be, like, the biggest villain when she's never done anything to this level, so,
right, like, you're
as
not
far as
just,
I've
like,
seen.
pulling shit out of your ass, so
Yeah. Totally, or, like, giving stories to people, like, that are that serious. I think it's funny if someone's like, "Oh, I know this person's cheating or this happened or that happened," but, like, you're basically saying she did something illegal, you're saying she drugged someone, like, that's
right.
not just,
That's
like, a little gossip story you just spread around, like, that's really
yeah, like,
serious, so
that's really serious, for sure.
there was one thing about OC I forgot to mention. What did you think of the hot waiter? Cody? Was it
I
Cody?
didn't even notice him, so I
What?
must not have thought he was that hot because when she said it, I didn't even stop to rewind.
Oh, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe we're not supposed to say this, but I feel like he's not straight because he was so hot. Does that make sense? You know when someone is so attractive that you're like, that's not a
Yeah,
straight man?
Freddie. Yeah, Freddie is
Yeah.
so attractive that people question his sexuality. You know what I
That's what
mean? Yeah.
That's what Cody was giving because he was very fit, very put together, very nice looking, and I don't know why, but I just equate that with not a straight man because he just was very nice looking, but definitely I don't know Cody, not trying to question his sexuality, but he just was giving so hot you can't be straight. I don't know if that's a thing,
There's a
but
few men like that. There's a few men on this
yeah.
planet, Freddie being one of them, that are so hot that you're like, "Hmm."
Yeah, you're
But
like,
those are the type of guys that I like, but I
mm,
I don't even like to say that because it's like, who doesn't like that kind of guy? Like, I hate when
yeah.
somebody's like, "My type is, like, pretty and, like, chiseled jaw," and it's like, that's everybody's fucking
Yeah.
type. Everybody likes those types of guys.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, like, supermodel, like, super fit, like Jeremiah, for example, he's like, whose type
Yeah.
are you not? Like, you're all fit and you're all, like, just handsome, like, you're everybody's type, you know?
I tried to do some detective work for everybody. I know the restaurant, so I went to their page. I looked for a Cody, couldn't find a Cody anywhere. So sadly, I could not find Cody's socials for everybody. He probably gave a fake name or something on the show because he didn't want to be found. So,
Yeah.
but if anyone knows Cody and
I'm gonna have to
he
go back and look.
wants,
I'm gonna have to
yeah,
go back and look because when they said it, I was like, "Is he hot?" Like, I feel like I would have noticed him if he was hot, but maybe I wasn't paying attention.
I feel like you would like him. He's like
Okay, I'm gonna
Freddie
have to go
vibes.
back and
So,
look.
yes.
I wanna look I kinda
Hey, you could
wanna
go to the restaurant because
I
you're not that
kinda wanna
far.
look
So.
right now, but if we're questioning
Actually, yeah, there's probably a screenshot of him somewhere online. I should have taken one.
Oh, let me
Cody the
see.
hot waiter, that's what we're calling him now. Oh, yeah, here he
Cody
is.
the Hot
Okay,
Waiter, Real Housewives of Orange County.
okay, here. This is what he looks like, you see?
Okay.
Oh, he's not your type.
He's not, he's not
He's very
given
fit.
maybe it's the glare. Yeah, I don't find him to be hot, honestly. I mean, maybe it's this photo, maybe it's the angle, maybe I need to see him
Uh-huh.
head on. Yeah, like, yeah, no.
All of the people in the,
Like, he
you know,
cool, like, he cool. Tough crowd over
oh,
here, right?
the
Tough
people in
crowd.
the comments are all saying like, "Oh, I live near there, boots on the ground. I'll go check it out." So I'm sure Cody's gonna have to go into like witness protection or something if he's not feeling all this publicity. So I
Yeah,
forget what the
I didn't like, he didn't catch my eye, so
he's no Freddie, to be
he's no
fair.
Freddie.
No,
Not many people are, you know?
no.
Freddie is he's
He's
something
a rare.
special. Like, he's a rare it's like the
Mhm.
inside matches the outside. So it's like
Yes.
he's, like, insanely good looking. And then I
Mhm.
think it's so funny when people are like, "Oh, he doesn't know he's good looking." Like, he knows he's good looking. Like,
He
he
knows.
definitely somebody who takes that much care of themselves knows
Yeah,
that they're good looking. You know, he's
and
just humble.
if you follow me on Instagram, you saw that I shared we broke the news that he's seeing Jessica Lord, allegedly, Matt Rife's ex-girlfriend. She was in Manchester this weekend posting with some pizza. So I don't that's not for sure a receipt, but why else would she go to Manchester? She is actually from the UK, so it might just be a coincidence, but I don't know. I don't think I would go all that way just to like, they must be a little serious if they're doing all this traveling for each other, but maybe she's just visiting family, I don't know. We need a photo of
The
them
likelihood
together.
that she went to visit family and didn't see Freddie is
If her
probably not.
family lives in, like, where he lives, that's pretty cool, like, they're, like, made anyway, sorry, I shouldn't be saying this in front of you.
It's
Like,
fine, they're
we're
meant
made
to
for
be.
each
Go
other.
ahead. They're meant to be, they're made for each other. We've already concluded that I'm not Freddie's type, you know? It's fine.
You're
It's fine, you can't be everybody's type. Everyone's entitled to a type, and,
I
maybe
was just
I'm not
gonna say, you're everyone's type.
Based on Freddie's, track record, I'm like, "Okay, yeah, no, not his type. Got a little
It
too
is
much
kind of
ass, got a little too much melanin." I'm just kidding.
it is a little bit funny that I would think he kinda likes blondes just because it's Catherine Madison, that seems to be his type, and then this girl, Jessica, had blonde hair, but it looks like she just dyed it really
Right.
dark, like, a month ago, so it's just kinda funny if he has a thing for blondes and he thought he was dating a blonde and then, surprise, I have brown hair now, so I think it's for a role or something. I know too much about these people, but I think
Yeah, but
it's
it's
for a movie she's
it's
in,
like
yeah.
that's the type, right? Very
Mhm,
thin, very fit, very blonde, very white, so that's okay. I mean, Lucy, I think would have made a really good match with him, and she's a brunette, so it might be like a certain kind of brunette, a brunette that
mhm,
looks good, blonde or brunette, but that seems to be his type, which is totally fair, which is totally fine. Even though on his season of Love Is Blind, he did say he thought Charlotte was really attractive. So
yeah,
that's when I was like, "Oh, well, if he
yeah,
finds Charlotte attractive, we're in the same family, okay?"
yeah.
Like,
I feel like he likes all beautiful women, and you're in that category, so
"Oh, thanks,
you
Ash.
never
She's my
know.
biggest fan.
Yes,
You're
I
my
am.
biggest supporter."
After that Netflix party, I thought you were getting married, and I was about to book a ticket to Manchester for the wedding, but apparently
Yeah.
he's just flirty, so
Yeah, that's okay. Well, I'm honored that he flirted with
apparently
me.
our boots on the ground at the Netflix party got a lot of people in trouble with their significant others, so we didn't know that. That's why they need to be public about their relationships. We thought they were single, and no, nobody is single apparently, so every day there's more announcements of couples, like Sandy came out with her man, and Lucy
Yeah.
posted her man today with a potato on his head. But
Yeah,
anyways,
it seems like everyone's coming out with their relationships, but yeah, the thing is don't say that we're lying because you know what I mean? Like at the time that I know Lucy, I always find it so funny when they say we seen a TikTok or we seen a video and it's like you're talking about us because we're the only
yeah,
person that released that, but okay, go off. Of like, oh, they said that his hand was around my waist and that's not true. And it's just like, well, don't say it's not true. I understand you have to say it's not true for the sake of your um
mhm.
significant other, but like, did we say so that's the only thing that we just made up out of the clear blue sky. Everything else we said about the party just happened, but that's the one thing that like just didn't happen. We just pulled that out of our ass. That doesn't even seem like a proper thing to pull out of our ass. Like we could
No.
have said anything. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
Or Freddie with anybody. So it's like, but don't say we lying, girl, because that's when we have to pull out Ashley's camera roll and see what we see in the background. Like, you know.
Yeah. And if we were gonna make up a lie, it would be that Freddie and Ricky made out in the bathroom or something. Like, that would be
Yeah,
a
like if
better
I
lie.
wanted to lie, oh my good sir, like I would have included me in the lie. So I was pregnant with his first child.
Now that's a story we should put out there. That would be good. Anyways, sorry if you guys aren't Perfect Match fans. We're off
Sorry,
on
we
a
got derailed.
we do this, we do this. But back to, well, I think that's all I had to say about OC, and I enjoyed the episode. Looks
Yeah,
like next week will be good with the lie detector test. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting. I think Katie's gonna fail it. So no surprise there, but
yeah. Mm.
Real Housewives of Miami, season 7, episode 12. I can't believe we're already at 12. Like, it's almost reunion time. But what did you think about this episode? Did you like it?
Yes,
Yeah.
very good. I'm not going to jump to the end because that was obviously the biggest part of this episode and the most
Mm-hmm.
entertaining part about this episode. I do feel like Lisa's getting picked on a bit, which I
Yeah.
don't really like. And I think we've said in previous episodes that Stephanie was being a little arrogant with her plane. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
see it until this episode.
Yes, this
So we'll
was
get into all of that.
painful.
It
Yes.
was painful. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But obviously, the start of the episode, they talked about Jody texting Larsa, and then what Lisa said, he texted her, wasn't that bad. It was very short. But obviously, when Larsa was showing it, it looked like a lot, right? So
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
don't think
Lisa
Elisa
left out
read
a little bit.
all of it. I don't
Yeah.
it doesn't seem to me like she read all of it,
Hmm.
honestly, because
But
everybody was like kind of
scrolling.
scrolling. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely, like, the text didn't seem bad, like, he was cordial, like, it wasn't, like, yelling at her, or, because Gertie's face when she saw it was like, "Ah," and so we thought maybe it was mean, but I think it was
She's a
probably just
little
the
dramatic.
volume. She is
Yeah.
a little bit, but we love her for that.
Yes,
But
we love her, but she's
yeah,
dramatic.
the text seemed pretty chill, and, like, they had texted before, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it came out of the blue. They obviously had each other's numbers, and maybe they texted about more friendly things before, but either way, I don't think he should be, like, none of the boyfriends or husbands should be getting involved. So I
Yeah.
like that he stands up for Lisa, but crossing the line a little bit, maybe, like,
Texting Larsa is just completely out of line. It's just
yeah,
out of line. But I don't know. There's something about Larsa that is really annoying me. She's like, is she always just this like uppity and
yeah.
cocky and arrogant? And she is up Stephanie's asshole. Like she's
Yeah.
just up her ass. Like I'm like, God damn, girl, climb out of there. Like
I thought it was kind of mean when she said Lisa has like a yeast infection. I'm like, that's a low blow on camera.
she
Because,
does a lot of low blows and
yeah,
she doesn't know how to talk to people. There was
no,
she said something really rude to somebody else at the table. It wasn't even Lisa. It was somebody else. Oh, Adriana, because Adriana is trying to defend Lisa. First of all, you have 5 girls defending you, Larsa. Like what if
yeah,
just because one person is defending Lisa, you don't have to be nasty to her. And you were nasty to her, even though by the end of this episode, I can give a damn about Adriana. But it's just
yeah.
like, in that moment, she's just trying to say her piece and say, okay, yeah, like she really is having to do something within the hour. It is serious.
Uh-huh.
She's not trying to steal anyone's shine, in my opinion.
No.
She's not, and it's like, why that was made such a big deal out of, I don't understand. And then she was like, well, you could go sit over there then. Like, you could go sit over there. See, like, Lars is the type of girl that, like, I would have clocked her shit. Like, I would like, the
Mhm.
thing is like, I would have, like, I'd have clocked her shit because it's like, you're annoying. Like, you're
Yeah.
actually making this about you. You know what I mean? You're trying to make it seem like it's about Lisa and you're just annoyed. You're annoyed that she got a legal document, had to get up from the table. It's not like she was trying to do her Zoom call or whatever with the
Yeah.
notary at the damn table. She
Mhm.
said, guys, go ahead with your dinner. I'm gonna go ahead and do my thing. Like, what is
Mhm.
wrong with that? You get up from the table crying and wanting to storm off and leave? Like,
Yeah, that was odd. I feel like it's almost because the last couple seasons has been revolving around Lisa and her divorce, and like she's had a lot of drama and it's really been focused on her. And I feel like maybe they came into this season being like, okay, that's over. She's with Jody. Like the story isn't going to revolve around her. And so they're a little mad, like that she's still dealing with the fallout of the divorce and it's still coming up. And I feel like they think it's still focused on her a lot and they're kind of not jealous of that, but maybe a little bit like, because yeah, Larsa having a like crying fit at the table about that was weird. It was almost like, yeah, now she's in the scene, like everyone's worrying about her and are you okay? And
Like,
it
maybe
totally
she
took the
thought this
focus.
entire season was gonna be focused around her and Marcus and their breakup,
Mhm.
but, like, girl, nobody gives a damn that you broke up with a 25-year-old
No,
that you should have been with in the first place. Like, that's not
no,
gonna be a main storyline. Nobody bought that damn relationship in the first place. Like,
no, definitely it wasn't a long term. Like the fact that they even talked about marriage and stuff, like, so what? You're gonna be 60 married to like a 40-year-old man? Like it just doesn't. Like, sometimes it works maybe randomly, but doesn't really seem like it seems more for fun, right? So she should have just treated it like that, not like marriage, you know? But what did you think about Gertie and Julia kissing?
I
Which,
wonder, I mean, I don't feel a way about it. I don't know how that works in,
yeah, it's
I
like
wonder
cheating,
how
isn't it?
I wonder how her wife feels about it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
because
does she consider that inappropriate or does she consider that cheating, or is it okay because you know that that her girlfriends are straight? Like, I don't know the rules.
yeah, I would think, yeah, because Julia's a lesbian, and I would think that's cheating, right? If you were at dinner with a man when you're married and you kiss the man, like that wouldn't be okay. But maybe because Gertie is not into women, it's okay. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what
Gertie
I'm saying. I
looked
think
like she
because
was enjoying it though.
she
The
opened her
whole open
mouth,
mouth.
and,
Yeah.
like, maybe that's, like, the line. That's, like, you can do
Uh,
it as long as your mouth is closed. I guess it's to each your own, and who,
mhm.
based on your relationship, but I'll be damned if my man goes to another. I don't give a damn. You can't, like, my man cannot go kiss a lesbian woman on her mouth at dinner. I don't care if she
No,
likes men or not. Like, I'm gonna punch
no.
both of you guys in the throat. Like, it's just not happening.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know there's people who don't like their partner kissing even the person, like, if they're not into women, they still don't want their partner kissing women, they still find that cheating or whatever, so I imagine Martina wouldn't love it, but I don't know the details of their
The
relationship.
dynamics, yeah.
Yeah, maybe they're more open, I don't know, but I thought it was interesting. But would you have rather been on the sightseeing trip, seeing the beautiful buildings, or the dick drawing activity? 'Cause that
The
was weird.
Definitely the sightseeing.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
why they had them all draw it was so funny that Julia's was not good because she doesn't see them very often. So, I'm
Literally looked
like
like a bone. I thought it was funny. I thought
yeah.
that was really funny, but I thought it was really interesting that Alexia did a tile for Todd. Like,
Yeah,
what
I
is
know.
happening?
I know, I don't know. This whole divorce is so weird to me. It seems like it's just for paper, obviously, so I don't know what the reasons are. He's done some weird stuff online lately, like posting I think he was defending Lisa or something, I don't know. They're odd couple, so,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if he just didn't wanna be on the show, and then maybe they told her if he's not on the show, like, "You can't be on the show because they're kinda weird about that, like, if you don't show your family and your spouse you are just a friend of, you can't be, like, a main cast member, so
Okay.
it just really feels like there was a weird reason for this divorce, not just, "We don't like each other, we're not gonna see each other," because 'cause they're still, like, acting married, so
Yeah.
it's very odd. I
Very,
don't know
very,
what
yeah.
mm. But, yeah, the other adventure looked so much more fun, and their little outfits, seeing all the buildings, and then we see Lisa finally unfollows Marcus, so you think that was the right choice?
I mean, yes, but also, like, no, because you see when Larsa found out about it, she didn't give a fuck. Like,
Mhm.
it was never about that, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Even if she had followed her a while ago, I think that Larsa would have still found a reason to be upset. Like, she
Mhm.
genuinely had no reaction when Adriana told her. She's like, "We're past that now. We're past that
Yeah.
now." Well, what is it about? Because 3 days ago you were telling me that I'm a groupie and I'm all these things for following him, and then exactly Lisa does it. I get why Lisa didn't want to do it, because you don't want to just listen to what the hell she has to say. And then I
Mhm.
do it and you still don't care. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah, Lisa was so right that it wasn't gonna make a difference, and it didn't. So she called that for sure. But they go to dinner and Lisa's late again. Could you believe
okay,
it? Or she just cannot help
no,
herself at this
I
point.
couldn't believe it. I
No.
mean, Larsa said she was 2 hours late. The camera let us know that she was 1 hour late. But we did hear her say, I need 5 minutes, and then you're late, and you walk in when everybody's already eating. I mean,
Mhm.
I guess the progress in that is that at least she answered the phone. Like, you
Yeah.
see Alexia say, "Thank you for answering." She let them know that she was gonna be late so that they didn't all wait on her.
Mhm.
That's a step in the right direction, but
She's getting better. Yes. But yeah, it seems like she cannot help herself but be late. It's just
yeah.
in her nature, which some people are just like that. So,
I'm very I have a hard time being on time. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, but not I'm never that late. Like, right?
yeah.
It's like maybe 10 minutes, like
Mhm.
15, like max 15. Like, I don't think I ever show up anywhere an hour or 2 hours late. Like,
No, the fact, like you said, they were eating. So it's like, you'd think they probably waited a bit before they ordered, try to give her a little more time. So yeah, that's late, late. Like that's at least she showed up, I guess. So it could have
I
been
guess
worse, but
it's kind of getting to the point where it seems like nobody even gives a damn.
no,
You know what I mean?
they're
Like,
like, just go on without her.
go on, like, don't even come if you don't want to. But I do love that Lisa initially wasn't gonna go to the dinner, and she did say, like, "I'm not gonna let Larsa drive me out of this group," because it does at times feel like that's what Larsa's trying to do. She's trying to turn all
Mhm.
the girls against Lisa
Yeah.
and maybe push her out of the group a little bit. I really thought it was ridiculous that who was that? Julia. And when they were talking to Lisa, because Lisa was like, she's not gonna go to the dinner, and or Marisol,
Oh,
and you
Marisol,
guys are
yeah.
trying to impose these rules on her that you're not imposing on anyone else. Like, "Oh, well, we're gonna
Yeah.
take your phone, and we're gonna do that." I would have told them to kiss my ass, because it's like, what are you guys, my mom? Like, you're gonna
Mhm.
take my I get that they're uncomfortable with her taking notes. That's weird, but
Mhm.
she's only taking notes against Larsa, because Larsa
Yeah.
keeps being like, "I'm such a good friend, and I'm such a good person, and I'm such a good this, and I don't ever say anything rude to you." So now she
Mhm.
has all the documentation for when you do try and say some stupid, goofy shit. I could say, "Actually, you did actually call me a name. You actually aren't
Yeah.
a good friend. You actually did do this." But I get why initially it makes them uncomfortable. But you're not going to impose rules on me that you're not imposing on everybody else so that I could stay in this group. It's just
Yeah.
not fair.
No, and I think that's just a symptom of what Lisa's been through over the last few years, the divorce. That's what's led her to be this note taker, right? Because she gets gaslit by her ex Lenny, and this didn't happen, and I didn't say that. And I think that's what the advice they give you in the divorce, right? Like, document everything, put everything in writing. That way, they can't come back and say this didn't happen. And so that's why she's doing it. And I don't know why it bothers them, because it's probably hard to remember everything that happens anyway. So now she has it all written down. And if it's just the truth, then
Yeah.
who cares if she writes down what Larsa says to her? It's
Right.
helpful, I think.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know why it bothers them if it's just she's writing the truth.
Right.
If she's just saying it's on camera, like we already all see it. So it's
Right.
not like she's not writing anything that we're not already going to find out about. So
Right.
yeah, I don't even know if they were serious about asking for her phone, because someone with children, like you or anyone really, doesn't want to give up their phone. But especially if you have children in another country, you can't just like put your phone in a basket and just not think about it. So,
It was honestly so ridiculous. And then to be like,
yeah,
we're gonna like put everybody in separate rooms on the plane, and like, oh my God, it was just too much. Which
that
we'll get
was
there. We'll get there.
yeah. That was a lot. But yeah, so obviously the big confrontation, because Lisa was late, Adriana decided to spill the beans that she unfollowed Marcus. So then we see Kiki, call her out and say you weren't supposed to tell, and she calls Kiki ratchet. So what did you think of that?
I thought, fuck you, Adriana. Like, I think, like, first of all, the choice of words was completely inappropriate because I think if
Mhm,
anybody else was talking, you wouldn't have used the word ratchet. You
mhm,
used the word ratchet because she's a black woman, and I don't fuck with that. What she
mhm,
said was not ratchet. They showed the scene. You guys all put in a pinky promise that you're not going to say anything and then you're going to act like you were looking at the birds. No, you weren't. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing is that the fight wouldn't have escalated to the point that it did
Mhm.
if she wouldn't have called her ratchet, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't like how Julia jumped in. Kiki, stop. Kiki, oh no, she could call me ratchet. And I like how what Kiki said, oh no, oh, you want to call me ratchet? I'm actually about to get ratchet because I can
Yeah.
show you ratchet because all I really said was that she spilled the beans when we all promised not to. And you're trying to be like, it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. She was like, no, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was. We said we weren't going to say anything and you said something.
Yeah.
What else?
I
What other
honestly
fucking way is it?
I don't think that Julia knows that word, has heard that word, knows what that word means. And I'm not making a pass for Adriana at all because if you're going to use a word, you should know what it means. You don't just throw words out there.
Yeah.
But do you think, because there's the term ratchet it up, you're ratcheting it up, like you're making it worse. Do you think that's what she was trying to
Is
say?
that a
Because,
word? I've never heard of that. So,
well, and I'm just having such a hard time believing these 60-year-old women are throwing around the word ratchet. You know what I mean? Like it just
but
doesn't
my thing is
fit.
if you're throwing around the word ratchet, in what context have you ever heard it been used?
Yes. I
And
want to
it,
know. I
and
wish they
my
would
whole
have.
thing is if 9 times out of 10, the way that you've heard ratchet be used is against a black person, which is why you
Yeah.
just decided to use that word. Rather, you know what it means or not. You know
Mhm,
what I mean? So don't use it, one, if you don't know what it means. And two, like, if you don't really know what it means, but you've heard it in a context before, why is it
mhm.
of all the things you've ever said, you're using it against Kiki? You've never used that word against
No,
anyone else.
I know.
People in this motherfucking group has been ratchet, but you've
Yeah,
never used that word against anybody else, So, and then for you to get so offended that I call you old when you just called Marisol old?
yeah. I know, I wish they would have asked her, be like, what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to say here? Like, explain this word. What does that word mean to you?" Like, I wish they would have like, obviously, their reaction told her, and I wish she would
And
have
what
said,
Brittany said to her, ratchet means ghetto. She shouldn't use that word. She said it.
"Yeah,
Ratchet means ghetto. She shouldn't use that word. And then everybody, she doesn't know what it means. She doesn't know what it means. She doesn't know what it means. That doesn't excuse what she said.
no, she shouldn't be using it then if you don't
Yeah.
know the term." Like,
And
yeah, I don't like.
also, Kiki has every right to get upset. So I was
Mhm,
upset that Julie is sitting there going, Kiki, stop. Kiki, no. Oh my
yeah,
God, don't do this. Don't do this. And they blew it out of proportion as if Kiki did not have a right to be mad.
mhm,
Kiki had every right to be mad. And that and I see that a lot in this group where there's only Gertie and Kiki. And it's like every time Gertie does something, it's so hard to understand her actions. It's so hard. Like it's so hard to understand where she's coming from. Everybody's on Julia's fucking side. When it's like,
mhm,
if the roles were reversed and Gertie threw water on Julia, she would probably be kicked off the show, to be
yeah,
honest. You know what I mean? And it's like,
totally,
I just don't like it that they always have everybody else's back. Now you're trying to make it seem like Kiki's overreacting when really y'all should all of your
no,
energy should be going towards Adriana and say, why would you say that? That was inappropriate. You need to apologize and get the fuck out of here.
yeah. Yeah, I wish they would have, like, Julia would have seen Kiki's reaction, Gertie's reaction, realized, like, if you don't know what that word means, then you need to ask Kiki and Gertie, what does that mean? Why are you guys acting, like, reacting to it? Rather than say you're overreacting when you don't even know what the word means. So you can't tell them they're overreacting. That's not your place. So
Right.
I didn't
And
like,
honestly, they're just excusing that she
yeah,
doesn't know. We don't know that she doesn't know what it means. She might know
no,
exactly what it means. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, it didn't make sense to me that she would even know that word, and the fact that her and Julia were saying they didn't know what it means, but then I'm like, "Why are you using it?" I would never use a word I don't know the meaning of. Like, what we just saw with the big controversy with Love Island and Sierra. It's like you're throwing out such a damaging word so casually. It's very weird. It's like, how do you not know the repercussions of that? Like, you have to be very ignorant, to not understand
did
what you're saying.
Adriana on camera at any point say, I don't know what it means?
No, I don't feel like they had a confessional of her talking about it. I know
No, they
they
didn't.
had Stephanie. They said Stephanie said she definitely doesn't know what she's saying. She definitely didn't mean to use that word. I think she did mean to use that word. I think she didn't know what maybe exactly it means, but I don't excuse that because I'm like, don't use the word then. Like, you don't use it
Yeah.
against anyone if you don't know what you're saying, you know? So,
Right. And it's like if it was a word that she uses often or just uses, why have we
mhm,
never heard you got in an explosive fight with Marisol? You
mhm.
never called her a ratchet.
No.
You know
And
what I mean? Like
that's the only reason I thought she was using it in that context of, like, ratcheting it up because it was, like, not a big deal, but she was making it a big deal, and but, yeah, I would need to know, does she use this often? Did it come out of nowhere? Like, it was very weird, and I wish they would've, like,
it would have
gotten more of
been
an explanation
it would
from
have
her.
been a different conversation if she said, "Stop ratcheting it up.
Yeah,
Stop ratcheting up the situation."
yeah,
Not saying stop being a ratchet. You said
yeah,
stop being a ratchet. Like you, I
yeah,
feel as though you knew exactly what you were saying, and you're not gonna play this like I don't know what does it mean. Oh my god, like no,
mhm,
bitch. You know
and
exactly
she
what you're
didn't
saying.
even did she say that? Because I feel like she didn't even say, like, "I don't know what it means." I feel like she felt like she was confidently using it, right?
Everybody else said, "Oh, she doesn't know
Mhm,
what it means. She used it in the
mhm,
wrong word. Like she used the wrong word." She never once said, "No, I don't know what it means. I don't know what I'm saying." Gertie said, "You
mhm,
shouldn't use that word. It means ghetto." Like, and then they're all like, "Oh, no, 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 she didn't mean it like that." You don't know how the hell she meant it. You don't know it.
yeah,
You guys are all speaking for her because you're so quick to defend her
mhm.
actions and act like Kiki's overreacting to the point where Stephanie gets up and she's crying.
Yeah, that was
You
silly.
guys are embarrassing me. This is an
Mhm,
embarrassing dinner. Oh, we can't have a good dinner. Larsa gets up and follows her out, and it's like now it's so embarrassing. Like I'm so sorry. Like it's so embarrassing when Kiki has a problem. It's so embarrassing when Kiki gets bucked. We haven't seen her get bucked this entire fucking season. And now it's just like it's overwhelming and it's too much after you've seen these girls fight every single day. You haven't
yeah.
had an outing with them and they
Yeah,
haven't
the
been fighting.
last dinner was the same.
Right. You didn't
Yeah,
get up crying then,
no,
So it's like I just think it's like it's always such an overreaction when it's Kiki or Gertie. And I don't
yeah,
like how the women just blindly defend the other women because what Adriana said was wrong. And that
mhm,
should have been the energy that she was getting. What you
yeah,
said was wrong because then it
yeah.
became about Kiki calling her old.
Which, I mean, did you know Kiki's only 36? I didn't realize she was that young. Yeah, and not that she looks old at all. I guess she's just more mature or
She
being around
doesn't
these
look
older women.
36 though. She doesn't
No,
look 36. Like just like Stephanie doesn't look 40.
no.
But isn't
Yeah, she's young.
Alexia almost 60?
Alexia and Adriana are 59. So, like, yeah, I mean, a 36-year-old can call a 59-year-old old technically. Like, it wasn't that shocking. So, yeah, their reaction to Kiki saying that
I didn't know
didn't
Kiki
make
was
sense.
36. Like I would have given Kiki's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Kiki is beautiful. But I would have given Kiki like 45,
Yeah,
and she was damn good. Like I would have given her 43 to 45.
yeah, 36 is young. It's
Yeah.
just a baby. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, she's 36. These women are late 50s, 60. Like, that's a big difference. So, I mean, obviously it's not nice to call anyone old, but I don't think Adriana should have been so offended. I would have been like, yeah, compared to you, I am old and you'll be old one day too. So just get
Yeah.
over it.
But
Like,
also, don't be
it
so
wasn't,
offended when you just called Marisol
yeah.
old and talking about her old knees. Like,
And I think they're the same
why can
age.
you do it?
So
Why can you do it,
yeah,
but I can't?
yeah. I know it
What is she
wasn't
talking
like
about? I'm gonna go. What was she even saying, Ashley, when she was like, I'm gonna go take care of your kids or whatever? Like, what
that
was
was
she even
weird.
trying to say?
Well, because I think Kiki said, like, "You're my mom's age," right? Because she's 25 years older. So it's
Mm,
like, I think she was just trying to, like, joke and be like, "Oh, I'm your mom's age, so I'm, like, the grandma," but it was weird. It was her being dramatic over nothing. Because you call someone ratchet, they can call you old. That's not an equal insult, so
it's not an equal insult. And to Kiki's
no.
point, like I can show you Ratchet if you want to see a Ratchet, I could show you a Ratchet, and you're not gonna like it, bitch. Me calling you out on some shit that you did is
Mhm.
not Ratchet.
Yeah. I know,
So,
it's
and I
still
almost
weird.
feel like she called her that because you see how the topic instantly got off of what Adriana did and what she said, and it became about that. Now
Yeah.
we've lost the plot of why we're even having a discussion in the first place. Like, really, the conversation should have continued between Lisa and Adriana of like, why did you say that when we promised
Mhm.
we wouldn't? It completely shifted to something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, it totally they didn't even get back to the original discussion of her blowing Lisa's secret when she asked her not to,
Right.
which when they did show the flashback, it looked like she wasn't listening to them at all. She was, like, zoned out, and they're like,
It
"Here, pick."
wasn't, but she also was like, "Come on, Adriana, put your hand
Yeah,
in, and
uh-huh,
we're not gonna tell Marcus." So it wasn't like it was just, like, over her head, and she did like,
mhm,
they made sure she interacted with the promise. So,
yeah.
what did you think you were pinky promising?
Yeah, if you gotta be listening, this is why Lisa takes notes,
But
'cause
she's drunk half the time, so maybe that
yeah,
explains
she
it.
is. Yeah, I think so.
Probably drunk on this.
She probably forgot the whole day, so
Yeah,
then, we got into this ridiculous plain seating chart, drawing, writing down 22 minutes. I've enjoyed Stephanie and liked her a lot up to this point, but this episode
same,
she wasn't great. Was not
same,
enjoyable. So
same.
I at this point I would be like, I'm gonna just take a regular plane. Thank you. I'll see you
I'm
there.
not going. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, now you're dangling your plane. I think I
Mhm.
should uninvite her. I think she should sit in a separate room. There's a door here. Like,
Yeah, it's so silly for 22 minutes. And I just try to think of what would Stephanie be in this group without the plane because her main storyline at this point is the damn plane. And if she didn't
and her
have the
money.
plane,
It's her
yeah.
money. Her main
Mhm.
storyline is her money, which I think the reason I liked Stephanie is because she came off very humble. Like,
Mhm.
she has a lot. She's very blessed, and she's
Mhm.
also very humble. That was partly why I liked her, but now it's like it's not coming off humble, it's coming off very arrogant and very hoity-toity, and I don't like that. Like, what do you
No.
mean you're gonna uninvite everybody except for Lisa, and you're gonna make okay, her being late, that's a valid reason to say, "Hey, we're gonna leave you if you're not
Yeah.
on time." Okay, fine, like, we're gonna leave you if you're not on time, but you're gonna sit in a separate room, and you're gonna have to give up your phone. Bitch, lick my ass. Kiss my ass. F you and this plane, okay?
Yeah.
Like, it was just a bit much. And I
Yeah, it's like
think Marisol clocked it, right?
yeah, she was done. She was like, "This is why I drink because it was just so much." And it's like the kid in high school or whatever that has the pool or something, and they, like, dangle it over everybody's head where you're like, "No one even likes this person, but they have something everybody wants." So, like, how do you feel comfortable as that person knowing maybe these people don't really wanna be my friend, I just have this plane, and that's why they're being nice to me? Like, I wouldn't feel like you're getting people's true feelings about you because they wanna come on the plane, right? So,
Right.
I wouldn't I don't know why Stephanie's making such a big deal of it because I would feel kinda weird about it, but
Right.
yeah, hopefully this is the last we hear of the plane, but then we see the next episode is on the plane, so it's gonna be more plane. So
Yeah.
it looked fun though, so I hope nobody got stuck in the jail seat. So we'll
Right.
see what happens.
We'll
But
see what
any
happens.
other thoughts about this episode?
No, that we covered it basically.
Yeah.
Adriana's on my shit list, so
I know. Like I said, I don't know what she was thinking, and I wish they would have. Like Gertie did try to call her out. I don't know if she heard. Did she acknowledge that Gertie said that's like using ghetto? Because
I
I don't
don't
feel
even
like we
think
got
she did.
any explanation from her.
You don't get any explanation is that
No.
because people get so consumed and now I'm offended, right? Like, she was so consumed and she was offended, and
Hmm.
now it's about me being called old that you just want to brush under what you said to provoke that reaction, you know?
Hmm.
So I don't even at that point I don't even think she was listening. She was just trying to get her little shots out about being old. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be interested to see what she says now, but it's so. I'm sure it'll come up at the reunion
at
or
the
something.
reunion.
But it's hard when it's after the fact, right? Because then you have time to think of something or change your original intention. I wish they would have talked to her more in the
Yeah,
moment,
she's just
but
gonna say,
we
"I'm so
couldn't.
sorry, Kiki. I didn't realize what that word meant." Like,
Yeah. No, that's
'cause you
not a
know
good
Andy gonna bring
excuse.
it up. He gonna be like, "Why would you say that?"
Yeah.
So,
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say, even if I don't know if it'll be sincere, but we'll see what happens. So, wanna talk about Beyond the Villa now?
yeah, let's do
Alright.
it.
Well, what? Oh, before we do, there was a little Love Island tea breaking today. Pepe and Iris unfollowed each other. There's
Mhm.
some rumors that he cheated, but we don't have any receipts. So I don't want to put out a rumor,
I
but
did see this. Okay, so I saved this video on TikTok that because I kept saying that, they kept saying that there was this girl who said that she slept with him in like a hotel lobby. And I was like, what is like, I am not seeing that, right? So
mhm.
this is what I did see. So apparently the girl's friends, she was saying stuff in a group chat, and apparently the friends in this group chat allegedly like leaked the messages. So here's
Oh,
what I know is that this was the original post of the girl, right? This was the
uh-huh.
original post, and it says, had sex with Pepe in a hotel lobby last night and have to work with him all weekend, still gonna be sick. So people, of course, took it with a grain of salt. Same thing with the Brian and Amaya stuff, just some random blonde girl saying that something happened.
Uh-huh.
And then this also leaked today. I don't know if you've seen this, but it looks like it's a screenshot. So now
Mhm.
you can see that Pepe and the girl are actually together.
Okay.
And then it's like a screenshot from like a group chat of what appears to be it almost appears to be like somebody's looking at somebody else's phone and then they're trying to take pictures of something that they're probably not supposed to be taking pictures of.
Right.
So there was that, and then the girl, I guess, also posted, that she was actually like working an event with
Mhm.
Pepe because she posted this like showing that she was actually
Uh,
like working an event with Pepe. And
mhm.
then with them unfollowing each other,
Yeah.
it just kind of, I don't know. But that's just the tea. That's just what's out there. It's not confirmed if he actually cheated, but what is confirmed is that they unfollowed each other, and apparently all of Iris's closest friends also unfollowed Pepe.
Yeah, so that's pretty big smoking gun, but I don't know, like, did you think they were a serious couple? Like, I didn't really get the vibe after the villa that they were. I thought, like, I don't know. I guess it's hard to say till you get in the real world, but obviously, if she thought they were a couple, that's cheating. That's terrible. But didn't expect them to last long, I guess.
Same.
Yeah. I kind of thought, like, once they left, they were going to go their separate ways, which,
I
he
mean,
should have told
it
her.
seemed like one of those things. It kind of almost seems like, one of those things where it's like, now that the reunion's over, like we can do, like, let's just
Do
try and
whatever.
come up with something that's going to keep them talking, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Chris did another podcast interview. Did you see it?
No, I didn't.
I just seen a clip of it. I haven't seen it. I meant to send it to you, the clip, because it was reposted from a user, so it wasn't reposted from the actual like podcast. I'm like, what podcast is this?
Mhm.
And that one seems good. Like they got into the nitty gritty. Like all I
Oh.
seen from the preview is that they ask if he's still cool with it, and he said F no. And then they do talk about all of the public comments that she made about like his little thing being small and all of the other things, like how he felt about it. So I really want to watch that podcast interview because it seems
Yeah.
like they asked him some of the right
Is
questions
it
that all like he's not keeping it cute no more. We'll just say
no.
that.
Is he dropping that are they dropping it after the reunion or it's
No, I
out
think
now?
it's out. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
out. Like he has some braids in his hair. That's all I remember. And it
I'll
was
see if
two,
I
I
can
don't remember the name of the podcast,
I'll
but it
see
was
if I can find it.
a male host and a female host. It was an in-person interview.
I think I did see a little clip or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I was
I
like,
seen a little clip.
I didn't know if they could talk much before the reunion, so
Right, and maybe it was just a trailer. Like I said, I saw a repost from a random user, so I was like, "Oh, okay."
mhm.
But
Yeah, I don't see anything looking it up, but I'll keep looking. So,
yeah, if I see it again, I'll send it.
yeah, I don't see Oh, I see. It drops tomorrow, 14 hours ago. So was that tomorrow or today? Tomorrow? Math isn't my strong suit, guys. It's
I
tomorrow,
think
I think.
today.
No,
14
because
hours
14 hours ago would have been 8 o'clock this morning. So it's tomorrow still. So
tomorrow morning.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, tomorrow at 8 p.m. So obviously after the reunion. So
Right after
he's
the reunion.
gonna just spill it all after the reunion, which I love because I feel like he can really talk. So
Well, clearly
that's gonna
it's
be good. We're
okay.
gonna be recording at that time, but we'll do a recap of it maybe after. It's called The Truth After Dark, by the way.
Okay.
I'm wondering if they paid him.
Maybe.
we we had someone reach out saying, "Do you want to interview Chris?" But we had to pay for it, and we still don't know if that was legit. So no shade to Chris if it wasn't legit, but if it was legit, it's kind of funny. I don't blame them for trying to get paid for podcasts while
No,
you
you know
can.
what? I
What?
honestly think it might be for real because I don't know if you've seen that viral clip going around where somebody asked him for like people were making it seem like he was charging for pictures, but really the guy had like a very high tech video camera and was like, can we do a quick interview with you? And he verbally said, "Oh, I would have to charge you." He said that.
And this podcast is run, or like the host is a former NBA superstar. So more money than we got rocking over here. So they could definitely afford to pay him, but maybe because Chris plays basketball, he just liked him. I don't know. But
Yeah, that could be
he
a
wasn't going to do us for free. So no, wait, that didn't sound
pause. Yeah.
right. He wasn't going to talk to us for free. Not
Yeah.
to us. That came out wrong. So I'm excited then to hear. I feel like obviously the reunion maybe doesn't go well. They obviously tell Huda what they really think. So speaking of her, some clips going around of her and Louis at his club appearance in Germany. So they look cute. They look in love. I mean, they got to be in love for her to go to Germany and do a club
Oh,
appearance.
it
Like
was
that's love.
his club appearance.
It was his club appearance, and she tagged along. So I hope she got some money for that, but I mean, we know her from the show to be a lover girl, as we say. I think she's just head over heels for him and just
Girl, you should be freaking in LA doing brand deals or doing cosmetic deals, doing
doing
so
like
many other
movies.
things versus being at a fucking ratchet ass club appearance with your 23-year-old boyfriend. Like you
It
are the
was yeah, it was like she's on the dance floor, dancing, people all up in
licking
her
the
business.
finesse, her one little move that she got. Like, girl, hang
Mhm.
it up. Okay? Just hang
Ah, yeah. See, we don't like her, or like, we're not fans of her from the show, and yet we're like, this is sad. We want better for her
well,
than this.
better
So,
for her. Like, girl, like you are that girl right now. Like you have such a big fan base. Like everyone's waiting for your next move. You should be like, okay, like, and I'm not even going to compare her to what the other girls are doing, but they're in their bag. And it's like Huda's in her bag too, right? Like Opali. And then she did, what she had Opali, then she had Huda Beauty, like, we know she had a meeting with them, but it's like
mhm.
this is not the moment for you to be taking trips with your boyfriend, being sitting up in video gaming rooms, watching people play video games, streaming, twitching, like, being in a bop house or whatever they call it, streaming house, like, girl,
Mhm.
like, do you know
Yeah.
who you are? Like, no, like, go get to the bag, like
Yeah, she could be with like an A-list celebrity, and I really feel like that her and Louis are really hung up on being the next Leah and Miguel. Like that's what
and
I
it
get
just
from it
right now's
because
not the
Louis
time
just
to
makes no sense
focus
for her.
on your relationship. It's time
No.
to focus on your bag because the moment will come and it will go. And
Yeah.
right now's the time you have to capitalize on it or it will go. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. I think they just obviously see how beloved Miguel and Leah are, and they want that. Like, obviously, we know Louis has been friends with Miguel and watched their whole thing, right? I would think Huda wants better, but not better. Like, they're great. I'm just saying, like, you can be that on your own. You don't need to be
She's
with
male
Louis.
centered. She's male
Yeah.
centered.
Hmm.
Since she's been out of the villa, it's not been about her bag, it's been about a man. And it's like
Hmm.
if she watched last season and she likes Leah, then, maybe this is what she wants for herself. But it's like, girl, get to your bag. Like you're the
Hmm.
biggest, like were the most followed coming out of this show. Like you came out with tons of fans. Like just capitalize on it right now. Like
Hmm.
Louis will be there. What
Do
else?
you
Where
think
else he gonna go?
he knows it's the hot moment, and that's why he wants to be with her right now. But do you think Louis and Miguel will make up and we'll see, like, a double date situation, or you think
No,
Miguel and Lee are staying far away?
I think they're staying far away, and I think they have
Yeah,
every reason to,
yeah.
you know?
Well, speaking of Leah and Miguel getting to be on the villa now, unless you got any more receipts.
Nope, that's it.
Well, we're recording this in 2 separate sittings, so you get 2 receipt reports today, so that was the second one, part 2, but, obviously, the episode starts a little sad with Kayla's grandma passed away, and she's having a rough time when they were trying to film this with the I don't know, the kidney, the tube in the kidney, not sound good, but she's there, she's filming, so, obviously, grief causes people to be a little emotional, even, like, angry, so we see all of those emotions coming out. So, what do you think about the way Liv is treating her? Like, do you think she's valid?
You know, I don't know what to make of it. I think
Mhm.
that, first of all, the conversation being had at Cordell's birthday dinner was so ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I see why Serena likes to just stick to PPG because you can just tell that she does not like drama. Cordell does
Mm-mm.
not like drama, and his one night in town became about Liv and Kaylor, and I would have never
Mhm.
invited them anywhere else ever again. I would have kicked both of them out of the dinner
Yeah.
because it was just such an inappropriate time to have the conversation. I think we heard Miguel say that, right? Like, it's not
Yeah.
about what you're saying, it's about time and a place. This is not the time or the place. But Liv was not wrong about what she was
Mhm.
saying. Like, you're calling Aaron out for doing something that you did to me.
Mhm.
Period. If you're saying that there's a time and a place for certain things and you shouldn't have conversations on camera, that is why I was so upset about my first argument with you in the first place, was because you decided to have it on camera when we had so many opportunities to not have it on camera. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But the thing is what's so fucking weird is, like, Liv, you're accusing Nicole of
Yeah.
only wanting to have a conversation with Kendall because it was on camera. So you're saying she's not genuine. You
Mhm.
know, like, because she only wanted to have that conversation on camera, and then
Mhm.
Kayla goes, "Oh, well, Aaron did it," and then it's like Liv's like, "Oh, well, you did it," and then
Yeah.
it's like, so it's like we're
So
all just
silly.
kind of guilty of, like, having a conversation on camera, but I do think that Liv should have been more mindful of what Kayla's going through, but
Yeah.
also, how do you have these conversations with your friend that are important to you and be mindful of what they're going through? I don't think
Mhm.
that calling her out for having a conversation weeks ago that you felt like should have been, because now you're doing the same thing that you just accused her of. Now you're trying to have
Yeah.
this conversation on camera when we've had plenty of opportunities not to have it on camera. So
Yeah.
to say that
It's
everybody's not there for a little bit of fucking clout and camera time, like, you guys are all having these conversations on camera for all the same reason. So I do think that Liv, like, should have dropped it. She should have let it go, especially when she seen how emotional Kaylor was getting. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, it's
I
silly.
don't
They
know.
were all accusing each other of doing the same thing, and they're all sitting there with these cameras trying to film a TV show. Well, yeah, that's the whole point of your show. We need you to have these conversations on camera. It's so silly of them to like to accuse each other of that when if none of them are doing that, there would literally not be a show. And for them, I thought it was annoying for them to come for Nicole because, we watched the whole summer last summer, Kendall, Nicole, their whole story, whatever. Like the audience wants to see them meet up and have a chat. Like they have that right to. And it's not Ken or it's not like Liv or anyone else's choice to be like, oh, now you want to have that conversation on camera. Like, of course, like that they're only doing it because we wanna see it. They're not probably doing it for their own benefit. If they wanted to talk, they would have. They didn't. They're
Right.
doing it because we wanna see, like, a conclusion to this story. So,
Right.
it's just so weird of them to even be talking like, they're literally fighting about fighting on camera. It's so it hurts my
Yeah,
brain.
exactly. Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
and why the hell is Connor there? Like, we don't need him in the story anymore, but, I mean, he legit friends with, like, just Kendall? Like, who is he friends with?
I
Because they
think
all
he's
seem
friends
kind
with
of annoyed by his
Aaron.
presence. Okay.
I think he's friends with Aaron. That seems like the only person that, like, he's genuinely friends with is Aaron. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Like, I feel like Meg the Stallion watching, like, how she was like, "Oh, like, you too, you're here, great." Like,
Yeah,
that's what
that
we're
was
like,
actually really funny.
"Alright." why are you here? But okay, I'll say hi. It
Yeah.
was funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it was nice to see Cordell. Obviously, he's busy doing big things, but it was cute to see him and Serena together.
Yeah, they seem like a really good pair. It does seem
Hmm.
like Serena, like, really, really suffers from
Yeah.
anxiety, like, really bad, extreme anxiety. I can't imagine, like, dealing with that level of anxiety, like, mixed with her work. The 2 just don't seem compatible, you
No,
know?
yeah, I would think it probably adds to it a lot. And then, like I said earlier, like drinking really exacerbates anxiety. It makes it so much worse. So their lifestyle obviously is like going out, going to events. It's not conducive to like a calm life. So it's probably so hard for her to balance all of
Mhm.
it and not having him there because he's obviously a big source of like comfort and calm for her. So I hope, I don't, what is their situation now? Are they living together? Do we know?
No, I think it was, like, right, she kind of said on the show she doesn't wanna live with somebody until they get married. I think
Right.
that's her stance, yeah.
So he's still probably busy and but yeah, it was cute to see them together, but then we see them on the yacht. He obviously left. Oh, what did you think of Leah trying to get onto the yacht? It's
It
a
was
lot.
dramatic. It's like, it's really the gap's like this big, and you're totally gonna be fine.
I know, I get it because I like that is scary to think of falling between that, and I've
Yeah,
seen videos of it happening, but usually,
yeah.
like, very drunk people, I think that was a
That
very
fell
small
off the
step.
boat, yeah.
I'm like, "If you get on and just run to the middle, you're fine." So, she
Yeah.
did it, though. She got over it. Aaron wasn't having it, so
Yeah, it also even, like, when Kayla and Liv are having this whole fight about Aaron, he's just gonna say,
I know.
"See?"
I saw someone posted a clip of when he was, like, in the background when Kayla was, like or was this in the show? I just saw a clip of it, I can't remember if it was on the show or on, like, TikTok, but when Kayla and her new boyfriend were, like, hugging at Saddle Ranch, and he was, like, in the background, and, like, the camera focuses on him, and he makes, like, such a funny face, like, he's so, like, The Office to it right now, he's always looking at the camera, like, rolling his eyes, being like, "What the hell am I doing here? I don't wanna be here." So, he was like that pretty much this whole episode, so
Aaron d yeah, he's just like, "I'm just here for my paycheck.
yeah.
Wrap
It's
this
like,
up."
"When are we done?" Yeah.
Well, next week's
Uh,
the season finale, which is crazy.
yeah, I
I was
know.
surprised to hear them say that, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it went by so fast, but yeah, nothing really happened on the boat. I mean, Kenny almost fell off a couple of times, which we wouldn't have hated to
We wouldn't
see,
have
but
hated. Yeah, what did you think of Kenny this episode? Anything that stuck out to you?
it's so hard because I don't know how I would feel watching it not knowing what we know, because now watching it, he seemed very annoyed with Janae all the time and, like, I don't know, just talking down to her, and I can't remember what there was, like, a point in the car or something when what were they talking about? And he just was talking to her like she was stupid, basically,
She
and
was calling, Miami bonito, and he was
right,
like,
right, right.
"Bonita," like, corrected
Yeah.
her, and then she's like, "Well, a city doesn't have a I guess, a gender," and she's like, "Okay, so bonita, like, bonito," or whatever, like, she said it like how she normally said it, like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a man correcting your grammar or anyone correcting each other's grammar is not really, like, sexy, you know? It's, like,
Nick.
very nitpicky, and
It's a
so
it's
I
an
definitely see it now, like, he's not treating her very well, but then again, if they were fine now, we'd probably be like, "Oh, that's their silly little banter," which is what we try to say about other couples we see, like, having negative banter to each other, and you're like, "Is it cute in their thing, or do they actually hate each other?" And eventually that's gonna come to light, so
right.
yeah. What did you think of him this episode?
I think those little things, same thing, like, stuck out to me, like, "Oh, you're
Mhm.
correcting her, like, you do seem annoyed with her,"
Yeah.
and she's just so, like, happy and carefree, and, like, I think she does think at this point, like, it's just their banter. Um,
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna see more of that next week because we do see a preview of them, like, talking about his lease and ending and, like, what he wants to do and all of
Mhm.
that, so,
I know,
mm,
there was some sad stuff with his family next week, which I do think probably is a big reason why she, like, chilled out online with, like, all of the stuff that she's saying about him, because I think his family was getting a lot of hate and taking it hard, and so
yeah,
I think that's why she's decided to just let it go and move on,
yeah.
like, we all know what happened, and I don't know what happens with his family next week, but it looks like something with his brother, but yeah, it looks sad, but
Yeah.
obviously we don't really like him anymore, but we still don't want like anything bad happening with his life or his family. So it'll be
Right. For
interesting
sure.
to see how they end their story on the show. So,
Right. Yeah, for sure.
and Liv and Kayla meet up. So they just have like a sister type relationship, I guess.
I guess if that's what you want to call
Fight,
it.
make up, fight again, make up again. So
I mean, the season's over, so it's like, okay, I don't know. Do you think it's gonna be picked up for another season? Like Liv and Kayla were fighting the whole entire season.
I don't know. See, the hard thing is like I would actually really like to see a Beyond the Villa of this season's cast now. And like what's going on with them, like this cheating, all this stuff. Like I would like to see that sooner because this I think waited a little bit too long. It was still nice to check in with them and see them, but
Yeah.
it was too far away. But then it's also like it's you can't just film Love Island like they're in the villa for the summer and that's supposed to be it. Like what do we do?
Oh,
Just follow them forever? Like I wouldn't mind a little like check in type, maybe a shorter special or something. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think I would want to see this group again, would you?
Yeah. No, not in Kate, not unless something like really crazy. I mean, maybe
No.
if they're gonna pick up and tell us what happened with the Janae and Kenny
Yeah.
breakup, like if they picked up cameras during that time and we get some of that, maybe, but
Yeah, I think they're just all too like the couples are happy, which is amazing. But does that really make a good TV show? I don't know. We need
yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna pick up with the Janae and Kenny cameras and she's gonna give us some like exclusive like shit that we didn't see, then maybe. But other than that,
mhm.
I don't think they have a shot in hell at a second
No.
season.
No, I think we love to watch these people fall in love and find each other on Love Island and then that's it. We want to see them just ride off in the sunset and it's cool to see them on social media or they do like their YouTubes and
Yeah.
see their life that way, but I don't want to see a show because there has to be drama on a show. So we're going to see all this things we saw come together fall apart or fighting that we don't really, we just
Yeah.
want them to go off and be happy. So
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
yeah. Any other thoughts about Beyond the Villa? Obviously, Megan the Stallion was there again. I don't know if she has like a deal with Peacock or what, but I love
Right. At
seeing her.
this
So
point, that's what it's giving. It's giving the she has the deal with Peacock. It's a great way
yeah.
to promote her swim line. She looks amazing. She's fun. She's full of good energy. So
hmm Maybe she's getting her own show or something. Or maybe, I mean, I was going to say maybe she's going to host something, but obviously we have Ariana who we love, but we could put her on something. I want her to come back. So like
I think she'll
give
be
her a
back.
spinoff.
I think she'll be
Yeah.
back. Honestly, I do. Like they probably gonna wear her swimsuits on Love Island games. Like she's
Yeah.
definitely got something cooking with Peacock. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Can't have enough of her, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for Beyond the Villa then.
Yep. One
Do
more
you know
episode to go.
did you know today is our 7-month pod anniversary?
That's insane.
I
We dropped
know.
our first pod episode 7 months ago.
Yeah, January 24th,
And
7
we're
months ago
already
today.
on episode 105.
5. Today is 105. Yeah.
We've
We
been
were like
talking fast. Okay.
and we've survived a summer with me having kids out of school, which has been a lot. So thank you for working with me on that because it's late at night right now. This is what we've been having to do for the last couple of months. But next
Okay.
week school starts again. So I'm so excited to get a little bit more working time in the day. So it's going to be good. But yeah, just like 7 months ago,
People
I was
don't
like,
even drop 105 podcast episodes in a year. And
no.
we've done it in 7 months.
And
I don't even think 2 years. Like it's just that's insane.
no. And I mean, we never planned this. Like we said, we'll drop an episode every Tuesday if we're lucky. And we started and just hit the ground running. And we have so much fun that we're like, let's do it again every day. So, and there's just so much we love to talk about. So
Yeah.
thank you guys for being here for 7 months. I mean, obviously you've always been like on your page and in your videos. You're so good at that. You're like so good on screen. And I was terrified. I was like, I can never do a podcast. Never. So thank you for making me feel so comfortable and being my pod bestie and my
Partner in
friend. And
crime.
yes, I won't start crying,
We
but
won't cry. Maybe on our 1 year. Maybe we'll do a little speech.
yeah. But we wouldn't be here without you guys. So you guys always leave like the nicest comments
Yeah.
and we appreciate you all. If you're still listening at this point, because it's been a long one, so
Right.
this is for the real ones here. So
Yeah. If you made it this far, you're like a real one. You're like an OG. That means you just like you really fuck with us.
exactly, this
Yeah.
special message for the special listeners. So we appreciate you guys, and obviously we'll be back. And we dropped an interview with Alex Zamora from Perfect Match today, so go check that out. Major T. She definitely kissed a girl that they didn't show, which I think we actually told you guys on another episode, maybe. But
Yeah. So if
if you
you
missed
really,
that one,
if you're an OG, you probably already know. But tomorrow we also have a really big episode. We have the Love Island reunion that we have
hmm
all been waiting for. We are gonna jump on here right after it
yeah,
airs. So, if you need somebody to talk to about it tomorrow night, we will be here. So
yes,
make
we'll
sure
have
to
it
listen to that.
posted a couple hours after, like right after, as soon as we can. So it'll be out ASAP tomorrow night. And yeah, we can't wait to hear all your thoughts. And we will see you guys then.
Bye guys.
Bye.